term seedling company? If you want to learn more about it, then keep watching this video. The term seedling refers to a company at its first stages. In other words, it's a startup. These companies are founded by entrepreneurs who aspire to develop a new product or service that will enter the market to cover specific demand. And what is the main funding of such companies? Here is when venture capital enters. How important is venture capital for these companies? The answer is simple. Venture capital helps startups at their early stages by covering their high costs, and at the same time, it helps founders fulfill their vision through financing their startups. One important aspect of venture capital is the payoffs. Payoffs provide an incentive for helpful advice, offer the feeling of security that the money invested will be earned back, increase the possibility of initial public offerings, and boost the startup capital. Another important aspect to consider during the venture capital process is risk mitigation. This is because it increases the likelihood of achieving your startup's goals. It stops risks from turning into problems that can potentially affect business operations and negatively impact them. And how can I easily infuse funds into my startup? The answer is the issue of shares. It is the most important method for companies to raise finance. The liability of shareholders is limited to the face value of shares, and they are also easily transferable. Private companies cannot invite subscriptions from the public for their share capital, and their shares are not freely transferable. Public limited companies have no restrictions. So, if I manage to infuse funds into my startup, it means my startup will succeed? The answer is no. Another aspect you need to consider during the venture capital process is risk calculation. Calculating and assessing risk at the early stages of a startup helps avoid fails, such as resource loss, capex overrun, and problems with local governing bodies. Additionally, it improves stakeholder trust, understanding of all the possible threats and opportunities, provides support for decision-making and planning, complies with related regulatory and safety requirements, and improves the overall control of the business and governance. Seedling companies at their first stages. Venture capital is very important for startups, and so are payoffs and risk mitigation for venture capital. Finally, understanding the process of infusing funds into your business can be very beneficial for you as an entrepreneur who wants to start a new business. Congratulations on completing today's lesson. We hope this video helped you better understand seedling companies and infusing funds. If you're interested in more lessons, you can visit the 8% Project website.